Wow, this was awkward. Like trying to flirt with the tree. I wasn't usually tongue-tied around men, but I had no idea what to say to Sebastian Pryce after all these years. And why did he seem so angry? Was it because of the way he'd been treated in school? I'd never teased him myself. Wait, I'd actually been kind to him, hadn't I? Although he'd probably been bullied a lot, and I hadn't exactly stood up for him. Was it possible he held a grudge? "Could I get by, please?" he asked tersely. "You're blocking the door." "Oh, right, sorry." Flustered, I watched him push it open and bolt out like the building was on fire. Off kilter, I turned to Natalie and put my fingertips to my temples. That was weird. "It was, kind of," she shrugged. "But he's not your average guy." I looked out the door again, recalling the punch-in-the-gut feeling I'd had when he turned to look at me. Then I noticed the notebook on the sidewalk, the red spiral one I'd seen earlier at the beach. Hey, he dropped something. Hurrying out the door to pick it up, I looked down the street in the direction he'd gone. There was no sign of him, so I took it back into the shop. "He'll probably be back for it in a minute," Natalie said. "He's always carrying that thing around." "It's soggy," I said, holding it by one corner. "What the hell does he do with it?" "Writes in it, I assume." I slapped the thing onto the counter next to the dollar bills he'd left and sat down, eyeing it curiously. I wonder what he writes about. "No clue. Now, tell me how you two know each other. Was it school?" Natalie picked up a rag and began wiping the counter, moving the notebook aside. "He's not much of a talker, but he did say he grew up around here." "Yes, you don't remember him? He was in my class, so a few years ahead of you, but he looked totally different back then." "What did he look like?" "He had this long, shaggy hair he used to hide behind, and he wore really baggy clothing all the time." I thought for a second. Or at least it seemed baggy. Maybe he was just really skinny. Natalie's eyebrows shot up. "Not anymore. One time he took off his jacket and he was wearing this really fitted t-shirt. That guy is ripped now. His arms and chest are amazing." "Seriously?" Spinning on the stool, I glanced out the door again, wondering where he'd rushed off to.